Welcome back everybody, bring guys new YouTube video today. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do the Easter egg in MW3 Zombies Season 2 Reloaded. Let's jump right into it. Before we start, I would recommend going onto the bottom right of your screen, select story missions, and make sure Act 4 is actually selected. Before going in, I would highly recommend a decoy grenades and throwing knives. So before actually going into the story mission, I would highly recommend getting a level 3 plate armor, get all the perks, get a legendary rarity of a weapon. So just make sure you're nice and ready to go into this mission. So it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. If you're ready, after being set up, open your attack map and go into tier 3 and look for the running icon with a star. It's kind of like an expo and it will say countered measured. As soon as you enter the dark ether, all this environment is actually going to look familiar because we actually been into the dark ether before, but this is a new update and all the scenery is going to look very different. So the first objective is, if you look at your map, it tells you on the left hand side, it says investigate the nearby distress signal. So if you look, you will see a dragon kind of with white wings on each side. So look for that logo and go to that specific location. Once you enter this location, there's going to be friendly AIs in this room, and basically you need to sit there while they do like a voiceover talk, what they do normally in this game, and you have to escort this tank, which if you're familiar with this is a normal contract that you do in MW3 Zombies. So basically hop on it and just sit on it until it moves to the next objective and just kill zombies and just keep going through. Once you hit your next stop, you're going to interact with this little satellite with this purple lightning. Once you interact with it, it's going to pop out a mimic. This is like a mini boss. So shoot it, take it down, then you're going to move on to your next objective. Get back on the tank, kill the zombies, and escort it until you reach your next objective. Once you enter this next stop, you're going to enter this massive building. I think it's like a mall or something. Don't mind the gameplay. My map was like, the environment around me and the gameplay was like glitched out, so I can't control what it is there and what it isn't. So basically, you're going to take all these spores. There's going to be 15 of them, so I would recommend using depth perception. It pretty much highlights everything around you. That you're close to it, it will show where these pimples are to shoot them, or spores, and this will also locate loot with depth perception. This is a really highly recommended perk to use when you're trying to search for something that is a objective based. So once you shoot all 15 spores, you will get another objective, which would be another icon with 2 wings on the side of each side. Go back outside, pretty much where you came in, outside of the massive building, and pretty much you're gonna have to wait at like a second or a few minutes for this thing to move. I don't know, every time I attempted this, the tank or escort, it just wouldn't go when I was like next to it. So I guess you have to give it like a few seconds, or like 20 to 50 seconds, or up to a couple minutes. So don't worry, it's like glitched. It will eventually start going. As you push through the next stop, you're gonna reach this kind of this mini stadium. It's gonna have this outlast contract. You need to pretty much accept it, and then you're gonna have to defend this tank in this little tiny circle and basically stay inside of this circle as long as possible while killing zombies, and the progress on the left hand side will go up. Once it completes, you're gonna have a mini boss mangler. Make sure to have a pack a punch 3 legendary rarity to take this guy out. I did this solo pretty easily, but trying to do the Easter egg and do this main objective at the same time, it can be quite a time limit. Like, it's kind of stressful. You're pretty much racing against the time to complete this as fast as possible. Once you kill the boss, you're gonna get a reward rift and interact with it and pick up the drum and put it in your inventory. Do not get rid of it. This final part here, you can interact with that rift over there and get the final cutscene, or you can stay and we can complete these other challenges for the Easter egg to get these secret gold items and actually use these to unlock a new rift inside of the map. Will lead us into getting the new schematics. Once you enter the next game, make sure to go into the same portal that you went in to get that main story mission. As soon as you spawn into the dark ether, I want you to head straight and go to the left. We're gonna head into the ship here. We're gonna try to jump between these rocks and these purple crystals. This thing can be really fidgety at times, so make sure to keep jumping. You're gonna jump into this building, then you're gonna wait for this truck to slowly calm down, then you're gonna jump onto it, then jump onto the ledge, and now we're on side of the boat. Slightly run into the right of the railing and keep going straight, and then this is the part we need. What you need to do is you need to interact with this seal, and it's going to give you the insta kill. You need to use the insta kill, pull your fist out, and get melee kills, and that's going to feed souls into the seal. Once complete, you're going to get an item. Once completed this little event, you're going to get a gloves. Make sure to put those gloves into your inventory and never lose them. The second seal we're going to is right here on the map. We're going to this location. Once you activate this next seal, it's going to turn these zombies into like red mist or whatever, so this is going to make them a little stronger than normal. So what you need to do is you need to stay around at this seal and get kills around this circle area. It's almost like a ring of fire, but it's like red, and just get kills in the circle, and you should complete this in no time. Once complete, you will receive this item called the perforated target. Make sure to pick that up and put that in your inventory and don't lose it. That's our second item down. We have one more to go. The next location of the seal will be on the bottom right of the map. This next area can be confusing. There's a lot of smoke, and how this works is pay attention to the color of the ring around you. Circling around the seal, we are using an ammo mod correlating to that color. For example, red will be napalm burst, white will be cryo freeze, purple lightning is dead wire, last but not least, green is brain rot. The seal will have these ammo mods surrounding the seal. Decoy grenades are huge for this part. After complete, interact with the reward rift and collect the mirror. Put that in your inventory and never lose it. So we have all the items collected. So once we have all the items, basically you have to finish the main objective for this mission. Basically, it's the same mission that we went over previously in this video. So just follow the objective, and it's basically just a rerun. If you guys are capable of doing both of these in one game, you guys can actually do that. But as a solo player, I just did 2 games each and completed both of these. But if you guys have multiple people, you can probably do both in one game. Once you jump into the next MW3 Zombies game, make sure you have all 4 items for this Easter egg. The first location we need to go to, FYI, you could do this in any order. On the map here, go on the bottom, you're going to see a little tennis court. We're going to go to that mansion over there, and we're actually going to go into this boxing room. Once you enter the boxing room, you need to go into the boxing ring. You're going to interact with it. Then you need to go to these 3 punching bags on the right side of the room. So you punch them until they start flaming red. So there's going to be 3 of them. So punch each one until they flame red. And basically the zombie's going to spawn in and mow the boxing ring. And pretty much you need to punch him to death. And my teammate right there is such an idiot. He's just sitting there watching me beat the crap out of the zombie. But that was badass. Once complete, you would pick up this item, which will have the golden gloves. Open your map on the tac map, and we're going to this specific location. It would be on the center right of the map, and we're going to go on top of this hill into this church. You need to head to this building right here, and you're going to interact with the ground. This is a weird step. So basically a purple zombie just spawned in. So what I need to do is I'm going to go head up these stairs, and I'm going to interact with whatever ammo mod that's correlating to the zombie's effects on what color it is. I'm going to do that ammo mod. Since the zombie is on fire, I'm going to pick napalm burst, and I'm going to kill that zombie with my napalm burst ammo mod. The next zombie that spawned in has a purple effect on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to that little pedestal over there, and we're going to get dead wire. We're going to use dead wire and kill him. Then we're going to get a golden mirror as our item. Put that in your inventory and never lose it. The next and final location is going to be this fire range located on the map on your screen. What we need to do is we need to interact with this kind of a target, and it's going to start this sequence. Pretty much everything lighted up purple, that's a target you need to shoot. They're going to be scattered, circling all around you. So make sure to look around and see where they're at and pretty much shoot them. And once you shoot these targets, they're going to turn red. I think there's up to like 6 or 7, but I'm not sure. But if you shoot as many as in front of you and behind you, and it's not quite starting, it's not spawning the little tiny boss zombie, make sure to look around the base and pretty much try to find other targets to shoot. And you will basically, you're on a time limit. If you don't finish this in time, it will basically reset. But you can do this as many times as you need to. And if you got more teammates, this is more easier. Once you shoot the last target, it's going to spawn in a mini zombie boss. He's pretty bulky, so make sure to shoot him quick enough or you have to reset this whole thing. And basically once he's dead, he will drop the gold version of the target. Once you have all 4 gold items, go to this location right here on the red map, and there's going to be another ether portal. So you pretty much need to take these items and look at the symbol that's correlating to the items we have in our inventory. Once you look at the symbol on the pedestal, you put that specific item onto the pedestal, and whatever symbol that's matching that pedestal, it will link up. And once you have all of them on these pedestals, make sure you get the right one here because you don't want to do the wrong one. But once you get them all here, I would recommend coming in with at least a pack of punch 2 or 3 weapon. You don't have to be over prepared, but I had a juggernaut just in case we didn't have enough power to take this guy down because we had like no perks. I wanted to get this done fast as possible because my game was crashing and I was having a lot of issues since this update. So once you have all the items secured, I dropped down my juggernaut and basically I took the boss out. And once you take the boss out, he's going to give you a sigil, and you can use that sigil to go into the dark ether, which this will contain the safe same area that you was in into the story mission, but this is going to be on a time limit. You got 29 minutes, and you're going to have these 3 teddy bears located all around the map. The first bunny located in the dark ether will be located right here on the map. If you climb the ladder onto the building, once on the roof, you're going to go to the other building, and if you take a right turn, you're going to follow these white steps onto the top of the building. And that teddy bear is probably the hardest one to get to. So let's move on to the second spot. The second teddy bear can be located right here into this room located on the map. This is probably going to be the spawn massive building right here on the map. And the final teddy bear will be located right here on the dark ether map. So whatever 3 objectives you decided to choose to do into this dark ether, you can do any of them and just expo right away, or you can just pretty much not do any and just expo either way. But if you just pick one of these objectives and you came in here and got what you needed, you can pretty much expo. So if you get a elder sigil, here is the location on the dark ether map is to expo. So we basically go into that same portal that we went into the main portal with, into the dark ether, and we take that elder sigil and we put it on the other side of the triangle, and it's going to turn red, and that's when you know you're on to the second version of the dark ether. It works the same way as the other dark ether portals that we got previously inside of the game. So basically you come in here, you do objectives, you go to those specific locations and do objectives, and basically you need to farm those schematics, and they're on a cooldown. So that's lucky. So that's pretty much how you farm the new schematics inside of MW3 Zombies Season 2 Reloaded. So there we go, guys. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments below, and see you guys next time. Peace out. Good luck in the dark ether. Don't get stressed.